Hi, Assalamualaikum everyone. Hopefully you guys are doing well. So today we would like to present about our group assignment, the impact of adventure video games on education and entertainment. So this is our group members. Alhamdulillah, they give a good commitment, a good cooperation to settle down this project. So thank you very much guys. So let's take a look our objective in the next slide. So we provide three objectives. The first one is to explore the impact of adventure video games among Muslim students on education and entertainment. The second one is to identify the factors of addiction among Muslim students on adventure video game. The third one is to investigate the benefit of playing adventure video games to university students on education and entertainment.
An adventure game is known as the one of the video game genre in which players' characters supposed to have a role of a protagonist and in interactive story by exploration and puzzle solving. Adventure game also have high immersive quality that can be compared to a reading book or watching movie.
So next, let's look at literature review. So for the definition, video game culture came along with the expand of video game. So according to Caldry, the expand of video game developed games culture. Game culture is often defined through description of gamers. And then let's look at definition adventure game genre. So the adventure game genre are combination of by exploring, puzzle solving, and it's too many from the others genre. So it's also considered the legend of the genre, multiple subsequent variation, interactive fiction, said Montfort 2003. So we can say it the adventure game is one of fantasy genre game that we can apply to the game. So the next is the impact of adventure game genre on entertainment. When we say the entertainment, it's come along with enjoyment. So enjoyment is considered the core experience of entertainment. So gameplay enjoyment may result from sensory pleasure, anticipation, excitement, and relief, or accomplish power and self-efficacy. And according to Granick, stated that player created the social skill between them by effective cooperation, support, and helping each other. Besides the video game give benefit to themselves, to the player, in personally. In addition, while playing video game, it affect in social skill, how they can interact with other. So the next is the impact the adventure game genre on education. For education, we look at two perspectives, the positive one and the negative one. The negative, for educational, look at as a bias and judgmental video game, and the positive one is a progress in cognitive and metacognitive skill. And McFarlane mentioned that difference between genre and even between games within one genre can influence the way students play and differ the potential of positive or negative, because when people play, it depends in personally how they perceive the video game, and maybe students lose interest and perceive the teacher lesson and dull and boring. This according to Yao and Roslin 2008. Actually, video games involving education and games are more than just an entertainment. Entertainment experience is used to process educational knowledge as a motivational facilitator.
coding and team have 4 questions, which is the first one is what's the advantages of adventure game toward helping students in decision making and problem solving, and the coding is benefits and the team is knowledgeable. And the second question is how far it is possible playing game for entertainment will really stress among students, and the coding in the answer is really stress, and the team is helpful. And the third question is does surrounding lead you to play online games, and the coding in the answer is have two coding, which is wants and attract, and the theme is enjoyable. And the last question for coding and theme is how adventure games give benefits to you, and the coding in the answer is help and enhance, and the theme is useful.
So basically for interview, we provide 10 questions for each respondent. But for presentation today, we just present 4 out of 10 to answering the objective that we have mentioned before. So the first question is what the advantage of the adventure game in planning strategy in an educational purpose. So one of the respondents said, adventure games usually has a task, so we need plan a strategy. For example, if we want to start a war, we cannot just start it like that. We must have some plan. From that, we can see if for the student, we need to planning or strategy on how we want to divide something. That means we need to create a timetable to plan to achieve the target. So the next question is what the problem when people become addicted to game. So the answer is it will affect their health from physical, psychological, and social function aspect. And they also can become stressed, changing eating patterns and sleep. As an example, such as I told before, they will lack social activities. Their sleep time become not normal. So that will happen when people are addicted to video game. So the third question, how adventure game give benefits to you? The answer is actually the adventure games skill to apply in our real life and also for educational purpose. For example, we can enhance our memory because more player required to read or learn to listen the instruction will be provided at the beginning of the games, and also it can improve the problem solving skill. So it helps the student in their studies to make the speed decision that determine whether or not he will be advanced to the next level. The last question is does the playing adventure games it will increase vocabulary terms. So the answer is so player adventure games will enhance the vocabulary terms because they will find a lot of words in the games, also can learn in fun way. People can learn in the natural way. So that's all 4 out of 10 questions that are answered by one of our respondents.
And inshallah today I will present about the observation that we already made based on the interview with the respondents. Okay, the first one is all the respondents agree that the adventure games give advantages in planning strategies. In adventure games, they need to complete the mission and some tasks given. So the player will be planning and choose which task they want to complete first based on the situation and the level of difficulty of the task. Therefore, the players can use this kind of planning for the educational purpose, such as in examination, they will choose the question that they think it is easier to answer and answer the difficult question later to make sure that they did not waste their time during the examination. The second one is all the respondents also agree that addicted to playing video games will give a negative effect The people that are addicted will be unable to manage their time well and indirectly will affect their health from physical, psychology, and social function aspects. The third one is all the students and all the respondents agree that playing video games can enhance a vocabulary. When playing video games, they will be gaining a new word every time they are playing it. This is because some of the adventure games did not use the basic vocabulary. One of the respondents says that playing video games, it feels as one is reading a novel but with graphics. And the last one is all the respondents agree that video games did give benefits to them. It helped them to handle conflict, enhance their skill, helps to spend time, and connect them with his friend through online game. That's all from me. Thank you.
So in the conclusion, we discuss all the studies that relate to how video game affect to the student for USIM students. Whether this effect is positive or negative, it have been shown that game have caused a variety of change on the players, such as aggressive, negative, or cooperative, and attention of the positive side. The collected data from the players is considered the main part in analyzing the personality of the players in order to find the impact of their game on the students. So the majority of students conclude that there is a relationship between the video game and the player's behavior. In these studies, the researchers conclude that the video game have impact on the player personality, like emotion, reflex, behavior, motivation, needs, thinking, way and approach internal and external situation. Finally, from our point of view, from all the existing research of this field, the impact of the video game on the behavior and emotional of the players cannot be ignored.
So that's all from us. Thank you and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And stay safe everyone. Bye.